Hello, hello, hey, sweet people, and welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. In celebration of our 500th episode, we are talking about all of the crazy places that we have recorded these episodes. And of course, I am here with, in person, I am here with the one, the only, Alexia.
Hello, Foster. How are you?
I am doing wonderfully.
Yes.
I am still amazed that we have recorded more than 500 episodes, and I'm really happy to be doing it with you.
And we passed. We passed the 500 now.
Yeah, we passed the 500 mark.
Yes.
It's a big step.
Yeah. I think we should win a prize for this.
We should have won a prize, or we should win a prize.
Should have one, because 500 is already passed.
Yeah. I remember earlier last year, we were talking as a team, as a business, and I was saying, we've recorded so many episodes. I don't know if we can maintain recording an episode 5 days a week. I think when we hit the 500 mark, maybe we should change the show to like one a week or something like that. But you know what? We're not doing that. We're still going to record episodes every day because that's what we love to do.
Yes, that's our job. That's why we are here, and that's why you guys are here as well. So today we are continuing talking about all the places that we already recorded, right?
Exactly.
And I want to give a shout out to my first trip to the United States, because it was right on the beginning of Inglês no Cru, and we went to a lot of cool places.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
Cool. Shout out noted. What places are you talking about specifically?
I'm talking about, for example, Chattanooga. It's so hard because with Charlotte is Charlotte, and Chattanooga, it's Chattanooga. It's so hard.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
Wonderful example of how English does not make sense. English is not a phonetic language, which means the way that we write in English has nothing to do with the way we speak and the way we pronounce things.
Yeah.
But in this case, in the word Chattanooga, which is a city in Tennessee, the first sound, the CH, is a ch, just like in Chicago. Exactly.
Yeah, Chattanooga, which I really want to go back there.
I love Chattanooga.
Yeah, but it was so hot, extremely hot, right in the middle of summertime, and we need to go back there.
Yeah, Chattanooga is a beautiful city. It's on the river, and I think if I had to choose a place to live in the United States, Chattanooga would be on the list.
Yeah. And Chattanooga also, where is that place that your uncle has that house that we stay just for a weekend there?
Yeah, my uncle has a hunting cabin, technically, which I believe is in a small city called Altamont, Tennessee. But it's close to Chattanooga, close to Nashville, and close to Sewanee, where I studied in university.
Yeah, which is beautiful. And you all can see Sewanee in the new Netflix series called
Messiah.
Yeah, it's there.
Apparently, the Netflix series is kind of terrible, but my university does make a small appearance.
Yeah.
So if you're visiting the United States and you want to do something a little more original, I know we talk a lot about the Carolinas on this show, but Tennessee is an awesome state. Nashville, you have Music City, Chattanooga.
Yeah, Nashville is a place that we had to go back as well. You have a lot of friends there that we could visit at any time. And thank you, Zach, because we recorded a lot of episodes in his house, in his apartment there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have definitely recorded some episodes about our experience in Nashville. So if you're interested in Nashville, you can check that out. Okay. What else? What's the next place you want to talk about?
Atlanta.
Yes.
Did you see what I just did?
Yes, you pronounce Atlanta correctly.
Oh my God, I think it was the first time. I'm frozen here because I can't say it again. I can't. It was once in a lifetime situation.
Yeah. That's hard. I can't say that in Portuguese, and I'm not going to try right now. We recorded some podcasts in Atlanta, and while we are continuing with the theme of places we've recorded in the United States, I think we should add our most recent trip, Washington, D.C.
Yes, Washington, D.C., which was amazing. I love that place so much. I would go back there in, how do I say, like...
Yeah, I think the best way we would say this in English is I would go back there in a heartbeat.
Yes, in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Cool. And again, we recorded a lot of episodes about Washington, D.C. If you're interested, check them out. I think that more or less covers it for the places in the U.S., don't you think?
Yeah, besides airports.
Yep. Yeah, we have recorded pretty much any place imaginable. Bathrooms, airports, basements, outside, inside.
Lots of parks.
A lot of parks.
Yeah. And South America, besides Brazil, we recorded in Chile, in Santiago, Viña del Mar, and Valparaiso.
Yeah. So speaking of parks, I remember we recorded in a lovely park was that in Valpo? No, I think that was in Santiago. Yeah, we recorded in a park in Santiago. Yes, we did. Alexia's saying no, but I'm absolutely positive because we recorded the first episode of the second season of Karaoke Connection, our Portuguese learning podcast, in Santiago.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Santiago.
Where was it?
It was either... Yeah, I know where you were talking about. It wasn't Santiago. It was Viña del Mar.
It could be.
Yes. No, it was Viña del Mar.
Okay. Well, I remember I have a picture there.
Yeah.
With, I believe, the author Eduardo Galeano.
Yeah.
And so we can prove that. We'll think about it after. So we recorded a lot of episodes in Chile.
2 years ago, right now.
Damn.
Can you believe that? Because it just appeared on my personal Instagram, a memory of Kay, Pipe, and Tommy with us. And it was exactly 2 years ago.
Yeah. Time flies.
Yes.
Time flies when you're having fun. And just to clarify, Kay and Pipe are friends of ours, childhood friends from Alexia. And Tommy is a cute little wiener dog who was a baby at the time, but he's probably a little bit bigger now.
Oh, so sweet. And then we went to Buenos Aires.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Hoige, my dad's best friend.
I did not think about this, but essentially, if we are just revisiting all of the places that we recorded, almost every single place, we have to say thank you. Like, thank you for some person that we kind of know or a friend of our parents or something like that that was kind enough to let us stay at their place and record podcasts.
And Buenos Aires was a good surprise. We recorded a few episodes about it as well. And then we took a ferry to go to Montevideo.
Yeah. In English, we would say Montevideo.
Montevideo.
Video.
Montevideo.
Yeah. Pretty much whenever you have an O at the end of a word in English.
Video.
Yeah, we make that into a moving vowel. So we're really exaggerating the O part.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So in South America.
I don't have anyone to think about Montevideo. Video. It's so hard. Just us, because we paid for that.
Yeah, but it's a really, really sweet place to go.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Cool. Okay, we've covered the Americas, I believe. Now let's move to Europe, where we are now. We have spent a good bit of time in Portugal. like 3 months in Portugal, 3 months in the US, Brazil, Portugal. So we've recorded in a lot of places in Portugal.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
From the beginning. Let's go to Alentejo.
Alentejo.
Yes. So when we were dog sitting and we didn't know that the internet connection was horrible and nothing was right there, we had to record some episodes in that house with 10 dogs and 50 degrees Celsius outside, super hot, and we recorded there.
Yeah. Thinking back on 500 episodes, that was by far the most difficult time where we were taking care of 10 dogs, no air conditioning, in unbearably hot weather conditions. We were taking care of a huge, like quinta farm with olive trees and all of that stuff.
With a huge amount of poop as well.
Yeah, and no internet. And we still managed to record podcasts. What the hell are we thinking?
I remember when we were doing that, we had to go to the library at the city.
The, in quotations, library, which is really just like a place for children to stay sometimes.
And we would upload all the episodes from there. And then we had to run back to the house to take care of the dogs. I mean, our business survives that, and we survived it as well. So.
Barely, yeah. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I remember to give feedback to our sound school students, I had to go out of the library into the city, but where I could still have an internet connection. So I was just walking around this tiny little town in Portugal.
Who has a castle? Alandroal.
Which has a castle, yes. And everyone there is like 90 years old, and they all speak Portuguese. They are not used to seeing Americans walking around holding a computer in one hand, a microphone in the other hand, saying like, "Hey, Deborah, it's Foster from Inglês to Crew. Here's your feedback for me."
Yes. But it was where we met two very, very cool people, which are Padre Rogério and Antonio.
Yeah. Okay. Other places in Portugal. Obviously, we have recorded a good bit in Porto in a co-working space called Cru, appropriately. And we record in a little workshop in the basement, which isn't the ideal situation, but it works.
It works. We are here, we are doing, and that's fine.
Oh, we love Cru. If you're going to Porto, you should definitely stop by Cru just to see the store and the co-working and to see our lovely host, Virginia, who has been on the show before. And you can check out that episode. I don't remember the number, but it is called The Most Interesting Woman in the World.
Yes. And besides Porto, we did record a few episodes in Lisbon, of course, and Alcácer do Sal.
Alcácer do Sal.
Which is beautiful.
We recorded an episode about horses because we went horseback riding. And
I want to do that again.
Me too. That was awesome.
Yes. And they have, do you know that they have mountain horseback riding?
Riding horses in the mountains?
Yes. It's the same business, but they have in the mountains and at the beach. Now we should do it at the mountains.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for that one.
Why?
I mean, that was my first time riding horses. Baby steps.
Catarina, yes.
Baby steps. Cool. And we also recorded an episode about hurricanes in Alcácer do Sal because there was a terrible hurricane in South Carolina.
Yeah, and it's where one of my favorites church is so beautiful.
One of my favorite churches.
One of my favorite churches.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I think that is it for today. Tomorrow we can talk about a few more of the places where we have recorded and maybe just a little bit more of the entire experience of having this crazy but amazing and beautiful job of recording all around the world and trying to teach English in a more fun, effective, and enjoyable way.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Okay.
Alexia, I will see you tomorrow.
In person again.
In person. As always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well. Bye, guys.